Georgia wins the Rose Bowl. Well, that didn't go as well as the end of the game did. I thought that would be a lot cooler, but whatever. Yeah, Georgia rallied from 21-7 down to win a double overtime game. It's hard to know where to start. I mean, it was an amazing accomplishment by this team, this program. Kirby Smart has gotten Georgia to play for its first national championship since the Sugar Bowl in 1982. It's quite a accomplishment, generally speaking. But I was so happy for Sony Michel. I did not want his career to end that way, and it almost did. I mean, I could, those guys don't fumble, and he did, and shit. I mean, Oklahoma took it back to the house, and it felt like that was when Georgia was in the most trouble. Even heading into the half, I mean, that kick from Rodrigo was huge. I do want to go through some of the numbers. Georgia, I mean, Oklahoma could not stop Georgia at all in the second half. I mean, the Dogs wound up with 317 yards. Sony with 181. Nick with 145. I know Sony scored the game winner, but that run by Nick Chubb was unbelievable. And I'm always going to call it the run for the Roses because he was tackled like 3 times. And it didn't, nothing, I don't know. I'm rarely speechless, but this was as big a win as I can remember since, I don't know about my lifetime, but a very, very long time. I mean, this program has only played here twice, and once was 75 years ago. Jake Fromm was steady. Tyler Clark was really good. Lorenzo Carter with a block. There were a lot of things that saved this game. Jake Fromm played steady. The running backs were unbelievable. Lorenzo Carter's block kick in overtime. I mean, as it turns out, you didn't need that, okay? But the momentum shifted as soon as Nick ran for the Roses. But I want to point something out, and everybody loves Roquan. I met him when he was a sophomore or something like that. Originally, first photo shoot I ever did with him. And just to see how mature he is and everything, he basically saved them the game. He knocked that running back back, or that whoever it was, that wide receiver, backwards. Or OU gets a first down and they don't get the block kick. And, I mean, there were so many game-changing moments in this game. And the biggest thing to me, and I'm going to bring Matt in here in a minute. I'm going to bring Dillon in here in a minute. But the biggest thing to me is Georgia just didn't quit. They were down, 21-7 in the second quarter, and then the OU fans start chanting SEC. You got to stop that shit. That's just stupid. You don't do that until the end of the game when you know it's over. And they thought it was over. I don't know if their kids thought it was over, but boy, it almost looked like it was over for Georgia in the fourth quarter early when they got up 38-31. So a wild game. You never get double overtime games that aren't wild, but this was wild. It's an amazing moment. Matt DeBerry joins me now. Matt, Georgia's going to play Alabama for the national championship. This is going to be I can't use some of the language. It's going to be a private parts in the dirt kind of game.
It's going to be a smash-mouth game. Two legit SEC defenses going at it. It's going to be hard fought. I mean, I don't think Sony and Nick are going to get the yards they did tonight against Alabama's defense.
Clemson certainly did not.
Exactly. It's going to be tough. But I don't think this Georgia team would want to play anyone else in the championship than Alabama. Kirby against Saban, these two very similar teams. It's going to be awesome.
I just don't know what to say about this season. I mean, and then we have enjoyed, all 4 of us together. We never see Wes on the camera, but we see his images. But Notre Dame, all of it.
Wes. Yeah, I didn't think.
It doesn't happen. If we're being honest, it doesn't happen without Wes. Y'all don't see what he does. He does a lot of stuff. Driving a car matters for Dog Post. I would tell you right now because we could do work in the car. But anyway.
I didn't think we would have an experience like, or better than the Notre Dame one going out there to Chicago, then Notre Dame, and how long that game was, how great that game was in the end, and to do all the traveling. But this has been outstanding. The whole Rose Bowl experience has been incredible. That game was one of the best of all time, and the way it ended. The Georgia fan base deserves this season. They deserve this win, and this is huge. It's really tough to put into words, but this has been pretty incredible.
Dillon Weber joins me now. Dillon, we've been here 6 days. How long have we been here?
Almost a week, I think.
What do you I mean, put it into words.
This has been such a incredible experience. I mean, yeah, like Matt said, Notre Dame was awesome. And that was only a few days. I mean, and I thought I was going to get maybe a little tired of it, but just seeing everything that's gone on here, just all the practices, all the players come out and talk, just everything that happened was just an awesome experience.
You were on Baker Mayfield beat for a second there. He played great.
Yeah, I really didn't. I think he really was sick.
Oh, he's totally sick.
But I don't think that – I didn't ever think that was really going to affect him that much. I think he wanted people to think it was, and I think he really wanted that underdog victory to happen. And he almost had it, but obviously. Yeah,
Baker wound up 23-35 in a costly interception. I think – I don't know if it was you I was talking to. It was someone I said he's going to make a mistake, and Dominique, and it was Dominique, has got to cash it in. Basically, they did.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying before this game, if Georgia really wanted to win, they had to at least get one turnover from him. And they didn't earn that one as much as he just overthrew that guy. I mean, and it fell right into his hands.
What happened, and I could have asked Matt, what happened, why did this game change?
It was that Nick Chubb run. I mean, I think I mentioned it to, I think it was Davin Bellamy, and he made sure to remind me that they did force a 3-and-out right before that.
They totally did, and the stands just went bonkers. I mean, it was lit here at the beginning of the second half.
I mean, that 3-and-out was big time. It wasn't as game changing as that run, but it did get them right there to get that run ready.
Okay. All right, let me wrap it up. Okay, Georgia, I don't really know what else left to say. An epic 54-48. I can try to do math, Cody. We'll see you in Atlanta. An epic win for the Dogs. This season has been special, and they will get their chance to slay the bear. My guess, this is a total guess, Alabama will be a slight favorite, maybe 3. Maybe it'll be more than that. This Georgia team can beat Alabama. I'm just going to let you know that right now. They're tough. They fight. They've got the backs. They've got the defense. I don't know if it's a game Georgia should win. You're playing at home, though, and it's very loud in that stadium. I don't have anything less to say. I mean, we got a whole week to build up to this thing. I appreciate you watching. For everybody here, Wes, Matt, Dillon, myself at Dog Post, we appreciate everything that y'all are doing, watching us and subscribing, etc. But I'm going to wrap it up here from Rose Bowl Field. Georgia has won the Rose Bowl game amazingly, and they will take on Alabama in the national championship game on Monday night.